All right, coming up next, Joe Cronauer is going nuts.
Yeah, I am. With a net on my head. How about that? Stay tuned. King Nut is where I am. And I'll be here bringing you behind the scenes of the nut plant in Solon. Stay tuned. More Channel 3 News Today continues.
It's a local company that's been in Northeast Ohio. It's been a mainstay around here for 75 years now.
And Joe Cronauer joins us now at King Nut Companies. I always love it when Joe's in a hairnet. Hey, Joe.
Thank you very much, Sharon. I appreciate that. I'm trying to rock it out here this morning. I have to tell you, it is very loud inside the factory. They have 3 shifts running all the time. How many nuts do they produce? Well, Matt Kanan is joining me, the Vice President of Sales and Marketing, and he always looks good this early in the morning.
Right,
good morning,
Joe.
Yeah.
Good morning.
All right, first off, give me some numbers here. How many nuts pass through here every day?
Well, we produce about 100,000 pounds. We roast and process every day of all types of nuts, and we produce at least 1 million of the little bags every day for the 8 of the big 8 airlines.
Wow. All right, well, let's go back in a little history here. Tell me about it as we're watching some old pictures. I love this.
Okay, well, King Nut was founded in 1937 in Cleveland. Peterson Nut was founded in 1927 as well in Cleveland, and they were competing companies. And in 2003, King Nut purchased Peterson Nut, so now it's one family.
So one big, happy, nutty family.
That's right.
All right, now, let's take a closer look at the factory, because this place rocks it out. We're talking 100,000 square feet, and this is only one factory. We have another one right there across the street on Solon Road.
We do. We have another one right across the street, another manufacturing facility, another 100,000 square feet as well, where we produce retail bags and other products.
Now, boy, these people work hard. How many people do you employ?
We about 230 people throughout the year.
And they're all happy, nutty employees.
That's right, they are. Just family, just like us.
I don't know how many nut puns we can make throughout the morning, Matt, but we're gonna do our best. Okay, these are obviously roasted almonds, and I'd love a bowl like this for the holidays. All right, but you also we start with these, right?
Joe, we start with almonds that come in raw to us from the growers, and then we roast, salt them, honey roast them, whatever we need to do to them, and then they come out looking like this, roasted, salted, ready to be packed.
And you do this 24 hours a day.
We do it 24 hours a day, 6 days a week.
Even at this time of the morning, before 5 o'clock, people are preparing these for you. So, all right. King Nut, thank you, Matt. We're going to hang out here all morning. I appreciate the time.
Glad to have you.
All right. I don't know if you'll feel that way after 7 o'clock this morning, but we'll see. All right.
We'll see.
I don't know if I can wear this hairnet all morning. Curlers in my hair. Shame on me. All right. We'll send it back to everybody in the studio. By the way, it smells fantastic.
Oh, I can only imagine. All right, Joe,
Yeah.
thank you.
Just ahead, Joe is at the corporate headquarters for King Nut in Solon, and they are rolling out the nuts behind you, Joe.
Yeah, they are, Chris. As a matter of fact, I learned this. The legume, the peanut, is the only legume that grows underground. Everything else grows up on trees. I'll send it back to you with this just in. You ready for this? These 2 peanuts are walking down the street. One of them was assaulted.
Good one, Joe.
And we are talking about nuts because the company that is so ingrained in that company, in that industry, was founded in Cleveland in 1937, and they are still a thriving business today.
Joe Cronauer is live in Solon at King Nut Companies. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, Aaron. I am standing inside the nut factory, if you will. I will tell you, thanks to all my Facebook friends, become a Facebook friend. You could totally make fun of my hairnet this morning. So I appreciate all the comments I'm getting on Facebook, all right? This guy, you got to wear a hairnet all the time. Matt, Vice President, Sales and Marketing.
Hairnets all the time. Quality is king here.
Oh, very good. All right, you got signs all over the place saying it. Tell me about your family, because I think it's a great story. And that's what I really love to do, is focus on these Cleveland companies that really are family-based.
My father was in the food industry for 30 years out of Detroit, Michigan, and he took an early retirement. We bought King Nut in 1989 from the original owners that had started the company in 1937. Now, so it's one family to another family.
How many employees did you have when your father bought it?
We had 30,000 square feet and 30 employees.
And now you have?
We have about 230,000 square feet with about 230 employees.
I have to tell you, a lot of people put, all their eggs in the old sports baskets of rooting for a team. I love these stories about Cleveland families, and they come to Cleveland and they make it big, and they stay big, and they stay in Cleveland. And I'm so appreciative of your father, your brother Marty, who didn't show up this morning, and of course Matt. So we're looking at roasted almonds. Again, I can't believe the 8 big airlines all work with you.
Yeah, they all do. We have, like you said, 8 of the top 8: American, Delta, United, Southwest.
Whose idea was it to make those bags so tiny?
Well, they're giving it out for free, and some of them are doing 100 million bags a year.
You don't decide that.
No, they do, and I would love it if they give out 1-pound bags of cashews. But
you would. Good point. Good point. All right, now we're looking at, of course, they have a gift shop in front, but you've got 2 locations here and in downtown, and we're going to talk about some of the great things they do. But around the holidays, big business around the holidays.
Yeah, it's a great setup we have at both stores. The one is down on 1101 Carnegie Avenue, the other by Progressive Field, the other is here at 31900 Solon Road. Yeah. Both stores have extended hours. We have gift baskets that we can custom make.
Well, some of the gift baskets have been tampered with, and we'll get into that later. Sorry about that. So I'll send it back to everybody in the studio, all right?
All right, sounds good. He's tampering with it now.
Tampering now.
Absolutely. So many people remember that place from across the street from the ballpark for a lot of years. So, Joe, thanks very much. We'll see you back in Solon in just a little bit. And when we send Joe Kronauer to a nut factory, we know that there's going to be puns aplenty.
Right. Just his nuttiness is exponential. He's live at King Nut Companies. Hi, Joe.
Hi, Aaron. This is hot. This is hot oil. These almonds are roasted right now in hot oil. They're coming out fresh. You can't get any fresher than this here at King Nut. I will point out, high in fiber, no cholesterol, very good for you, but just not good for you when they're this hot. I'll go behind the scenes here at King Nut in Solon, and it's fascinating. And these people work around the clock, so there's a lot of nuts to talk about.
All right,
there's
Joe.
a lot of nuts out there. So.
There are. Got to be careful. Thank you.
Speaking of nuts, one local company was founded here in Cleveland in 1937, and it is still a thriving business on the east side.
Joe Kronauer is live at King Nut Companies this morning. Joe, you are the King Nut himself.
Well, yeah, why is Joe wearing a hairnet? Yeah, because I'm in a nut factory, that's why. And behind me, King Nut works 24/7. They really have, 3 shifts?
3 shifts.
Vice President, Sales and Marketing, Matt, your family has been doing this for a long time now.
21 years.
21 years.
Yep, and we bought it from the original owners since 1937, so there's only been 2 families for 70-some years.
You do the math.
You do the math.
We're going to watch right now the factory at work. Like I said, we got some up-close and personal pictures here. You do all kinds of nuts.
We do from cashews, peanuts, walnuts, pistachios, dried fruits, snack mixes, you name it.
Yeah, and everybody has been naming it for a long time. The honey roasted seems to be like all the craze these days.
Honey roasted peanuts are always a popular nut. They always have been, always will be. You get the sweet and the salty of the peanut, and you can't do better than that.
Now, let me ask you, with the holidays coming up here, you got 2 gift shops. 2 storefronts, I should say. We
do. We have one Peterson Nut Company down on 1101 Carnegie Avenue by Progressive Field, and we also have another one here in Solon on 31900 Solon Road.
All right, and those are open at what time?
They're open...
not this early, but 9 a.m.?
Not this 9 a.m., and we have extended holiday hours as well. You can also find all the information you need on our website, kingnut.com or petersonsnuts.com.
Perfect. Now, one final question here. Again, I want to ask you, Matt, the airlines. You work with all, like the big 8 airlines. I mean, you can name them right now. You got Delta.
We do. Southwest, Delta, all United.
Right. These are tiny.
They are small. If it was up to us, the airlines decide how much to give everybody. Right. If it was up to us, we would give everyone a 5-pound bag of pistachios or a 3-pound bag of cashews.
That would be a great flight. Unfortunately, you have to check those as baggage too, I think, too. Matt, thank you so much. I appreciate you opening your doors. Tomorrow, duct tape. How about that? Yeah, the duct tape people. So we'll be there.
That's fun stuff out in Avon. We'll look forward to that tomorrow. Joe, thanks very much. Thanks to everybody at King Nut, for letting us in. Fun morning out there.
All right, let's check in one more time with Joe Kronauer.
Yeah, he's live in Solon. He's been wearing like the hairnet.
Yes.
He's got the nuts.
King Nut Company. Joe, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, boy, I'll tell you, there's a 100% chance of nuts today, that's for sure. They go through a lot of nuts here in Solon, on Solon Road. In fact, 100,000 pounds of nuts goes through here every single day. And if that wasn't enough, I mean, they got 3 shifts working 24/7. They employ 230 employees and, over 230,000 square feet of manufacturing. So there's a lot of nuts coming through the greater Cleveland area, and they go all over the place. As a matter of fact, every major airline, we're talking United, Delta, American, Southwest, U.S. Air, Alaska, JetBlue, over 1 million bags a day. And these little bags are sent every day. 1 million bags go out of here. It's pretty amazing. King Nut.
The numbers are huge, and the company a proud Cleveland staple for
Love it.
decades
That's right.
now. Joe, thanks very much.
So fun.
Little bags are never enough. too.
No, you get like 5 nuts. That's why they have to make 1 million bags.
Ding! Can I get 3 more, please? You know, I've been there. I've done stories. A lot of us in TV go to like food factories, and you have to wear the hairnet.
Right.
There's no
No
good
way to
way
look
to
good
carry
in
off
it,
the hairnet
no.
when you have to be on TV or you have to take
Right.
a picture. You just look the part.
I know.
Professional.
I loved it though. It was like
Guys.
he was like Lucille Ball this morning.
Yeah, the candy factory.
Yeah.